she said, I haven't remotely even contacted everybody, have I? I said, not even remotely. We had a month where we had 67 of the percent of the available hygiene appointments filled, 67. Naren, if 92 is an A, what's 67? Go ahead, I'm sitting down.
Close to an F, maybe an F.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Yeah.
said D minus, I'd say you're grading on the soft curve. It's an F.
Yeah.
We were struggling with it. Hey, we were struggling with it. And my hygiene scheduling coordinator, so I said, and I decided to sit down with her, and I felt like we needed to spend more time and effort on that. And I won't use her name, but I said, hey, how are we doing on reactivating past patients? And she said, and that was before we had the technology. She said, I've called everybody. Now, Naren, I had to muster my highest level of emotional intelligence to not respond in a non-emotionally intelligent way, because it's actually not possible to have reached everybody. But she said, I called everybody. I've already called everybody. I said, oh, okay. Awesome. Can you show me the list? Who did you call? And she pulls up this list. And let's say this month was September. She called all the patients that were due in September that weren't already reappointed. And
Mm.
that total in our practice that month was about 20 patients.
Mm.
And so by her definition of everybody, she did call everybody. And by the way, out of those 20, she got in about 15 of them, but we're still, way under our goal. And so, oh, okay. Now I was beginning to understand the problem. I said, okay, but let me ask you a question. So that was people due in September. Did you go back and call the ones in August that never ended up appointing? Oh, you wanted me to call them? And then what about the ones in July?
Right.
What about the ones in June? And at that point, we were both laughing. And I mean, playfully, she goes, and as I'm doing that, she said, I haven't remotely even contacted everybody, have I? I said, not even remotely. And again, this is not a lazy person.
Yeah.
This is someone that had a different perception of what her resources were, what the job was. And she said, I haven't even come close to that. But then she said, I do have one question, Gary. And this is the part that I want to get to. She said, I don't want to pester people. What guidelines should I use? When do I cross the line of being helpful and courteous and patients appreciating it and me crossing the line? I said, you know what? We were a solo doctor at the time. So I said, I'm going to sit down with Dr. Paul and we're going to come up with an answer on that because you asked a great question. Paul and I sat down. Here's what we came up with. We think that we can communicate with any patient once a month until they either make an appointment or they say, quit pestering me. And in all the time we've done this, we've never heard the patient say, quit pestering me. So what's the answer? Contact them every month. And then the question becomes, how far back do you go? How far back do you go? Think about it, Naren. If someone has to make phone calls, and this takes a tremendous amount of time, we might want to have a limit to how far back they go because it might not be the best return on that time. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. And if you found it helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell button so you'll be notified of any time we upload future videos. I think you'll enjoy our coming content. Thanks so much.